flaws. Justice in my hustle, yeah, above the law. Money talks loud, I don't hear no hate. Balance out the game, yeah, serve your own plate. Enemies plotting, I'm 10 steps ahead.
Good morning.
Money while laying in the bed. Hold up, wait up, odds, yeah, let the scales decide. It's profit over pride, gotta keep this wave alive. Risk it for the
Let's
game.
go, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the only side. Checks is in my favor. See this power never divide. Checks and balances, stacking up the green. Carry a little heavy, yeah, American dreams. Get us this tippy, yeah, running up the scene.
Oh, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how long this will last, right?
Stacking up the green. Carry a little heavy, yeah,
I got haters out there.
This tippy, yeah, running up the scene. Power in my hand, yeah, hustling supreme. Yeah, shadows in the trap where the grim reaper creep. Blood on the lip, yeah, secret very deep. Home still flash, yeah, hear them scream. Nightmares fuel, yeah, running up the scheme. No soul to
Good
sell.
morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Good morning, Erica. The main is back. Yes, Val. We'll see, though, right? You never know how this goes. No, I'm not a Trump supporter. No. Good morning, W. Let's go. Thank you so much. VIP, thank you.
Make the White House black, count the money in the dark. Whipping this work, leave stains, no spark. Checks at the trap, but the block stay grim. Scales tipping heavy, got
all right, let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Thursday, all right? We made it, all right? We made it back to the main account, so yes.
I got a lot of it.
All right, let's get it going, and then let's start cooking and booking. You know what we got to do. Good morning, everyone. Oh, you missed me on my main account? Yeah, I do too. I got a lot of haters out there, right, Tara? Good morning, everyone.
Deja vu when I'm running up these racks. I'm like the Terminator screaming.
I'll be back.
Good
morning, CC.
Like every week I gotta take out the trash. I'm on top of
Good
my
morning,
game,
Shay.
Class. You can tell that I made it. Look at my grass.
Cars in the garage and tanks full of gas.
I play the game so well, I won't finish last.
Thank you, everyone. We're back. This is how it's supposed to happen. We get rich and famous. The algorithm turned me to a maniac. Guess we going viral cause my Zodiac. Let's do it. Benjamin Franklin is my bestie. Let's go. Yeah, you gotta follow my backup account too, though. All right, Mr. Crossing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we gotta do. Let's all do it together. Here we go. Here it goes.
I'ma take off in spaceship.
I'll tell you what, I've gone into Zeus's live with a couple of videos taken. Yes. Shit was radical.
Kamira. Here goes.
It was horrible. I'm like, you've gone.
The Zeus has gone way off the rails.
It's like deja vu.
Oh, you got me.
It's like deja vu.
Yeah.
It's like
It always hurts when they say that, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are back. We're in the main Thunderdome, all right? You know, this account, they go after this account because this account has totally destroyed MAGA, but we're going to try to rock and roll with it. It's so lovely to see every single one of you, all right? Doing what we came to do every morning. We gather and we do this incredible work out here. And the work we do is special because it's designed to save this great country of ours from the evil clutches of the guy running the White House, the evilest person. I would honestly say I've never read about anybody as evil as this person. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take care of some housekeeping items. I see I got some fresh faces out here. I see comment section about whether or not I am somebody who supports Donald Trump. I don't know how you still have questions about that, but let me go ahead and address all of that. All right, so let me take care of some quick housekeeping items. For those of you who don't know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, or some like to say Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H? Well, it's quite simple. The first H is because I'm honest. All right, I'm the most honest person on social media, hands down. The second H is because I'm humble. Listen, if I get it wrong, I will be the first to apologize. But here's the thing. Just because I hurt your feelings, it doesn't mean that I owe you an apology. 9 times, actually 10 times out of 10, most likely it means you need to sit your special behinds down and listen to this special broadcast. All right. Thank you, everyone. And then the last and the final H, ladies and gentlemen, which we all know is arguably one of the most important H's of them all. It's because I am and will always remain, you've guessed it, the most handsome. Thank you. Now, many of you know what I do, and you're part of what I do, all right? I see all of you, Val, Kabira, Nutty, Professor, Eugene, all of us. You guys follow me into all these red spaces on TikTok, and this is going to really go straight to the core of the issue. What I do and what we do is incredible. I've never seen anything like this in American history. What we do is we hold Donald Trump and his legion of MAGA demons. These are some wicked people. We hold them accountable in ways you couldn't imagine. I mean, we do it in a way where it's undeniable, it's irrefutable that by the time they get into my box and they come in here with all their lies and misinformation, because these people like to be victims. Aren't we all getting sick and tired of watching Trump and his supporters cry like they're all of a sudden victims? How do you cry like you're a victim and you won the White House, right? And so what we do is we hold them accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds and especially their lies, all right? Because you guys just wake up and lie. I've never seen people lie so much like we're seeing right now. And now we're finding out why all the lies are there. And it's because of, guess what, those e-files. W Zeus. It's because of the e-files. That's why we've been going through all of this stuff for the past almost 10 years with this man. Because he's been trying for the last 10 years or so, ever since he had a falling out with this guy, Jeffrey E., to hide those files. And, I'm starting to think at this point, ladies and gentlemen, that's why he ran to be president the first time, right? W Zeus. For educational purposes only. Let's see. Somebody asked me, well, why did an Obama appointed federal judge refuse to release those? Maybe because you don't understand how the criminal justice system works. All right. You just can't go around releasing sealed stuff. You got to actually do it in accordance to the law. Number one. But then, well, I'm not even going to entertain the next part of your question because I know you're thinking about it. But what I will do is this. Selfish Pro, I just invited you up here because you didn't think I was going to invite you up here in the middle of my monologue, but I was going to because I wanted to call your bluff. Here's the thing. If you are a Trump supporter out there and you don't want me, Big Zeus, to hurt your feelings this morning, do me a huge, huge favor right now, all right? And I'm saying this honestly from the bottom of my heart and in all sincerity. Leave my show right now, right? Because a lot of us, we're here, we got other things that we could be doing right now, but we got to save this country of ours, right? And I understand that the stuff we're going to talk about is going to trigger you. It's going to trigger you like you've never been triggered before. I have success stories, though, about the work that I've done, not just the work that I've done, but we've done, where folks have waken up and they've came out of the cult and they said, thank you, Zeus. They take me and they say, can I take you out and buy you a drink? No, I don't drink. But just go forward and don't ever do that again. Because the most dangerous thing in this country is, and I'm going to say it, the most dangerous thing in this country is an uninformed, uneducated Trump supporter. That's the most dangerous thing. That's the most dangerous thing in this country right now, because you are literally sabotaging an entire nation with your ignorance. All right. And so what I'll say is this. If you're a Trump supporter this morning and you don't want to experience this outer body experience, all right, that I'm going to subject you to because of the lies you've been consuming for a good chunk of your life, leave my live right now and hang out with those fake TikTok toes because they'll lie to you, but I won't lie to you. All right. It's still going to get very, very uncomfortable over here. I promise you it will. But get this. You don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And with that note, the doors to the Thunderdome have officially closed. And I'm not going to stop doing it, but if you're curious about what we're going to cover, obviously I like to cover current events and things like that, but as of late, there's something out there that we just can't seem to shake, all right? And so what is that something? People keep asking me, what is it?
Sure. Could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
It seems like a desecration. Ladies and gentlemen, like I've been telling people, we're dealing with something evil, wicked, and dark in this country. The Epstein curse is upon the United States of America. All news. Tell that to the victims. All right? Dude, your administration promised to release Cool Sports Rhymes guy. Let me see something real quick. Cool Sports. Come on up here real quick, Cool Sports. If you don't come up here, I'll just tell the mods, please mute Cool Sports for about a good 5 minutes. Put them in the straight jacket, the tightest one possible, because I don't want folks like you, Cool Sports. You seem like you might be off my show with this nonsense. I gotta stop you. Okay, so you built up the courage to come up here. I
was talking to somebody else. I wasn't talking to you. I'm a friendly.
Okay. I
was talking to somebody else.
Okay. Friendly fire. How you doing, champ?
I guess I should have put his name in the comment.
Yeah, y'all got to be careful out there, because these mods out here, they're laser focused, and if it sounds like it could be in the middle, they'll do a number on you. So I'm glad you came up here and helped straighten that out, champ. All right, now I'm gonna get back to what I'm doing. All right, but thank you again. All right.
No problem.
Wow, thank you, champ. Wow, see. And it's good that you always check first, right? You know, you got to look before you leap. And so, yes, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is go through another quick update on the e-files. But, you know, because I want to make sure Americans out there all over the country understand why we can't let this go. And so what I'll do is we'll let the Midas Touch quickly give us a quick rundown. All right. And then we'll get into some real serious issues.
Donald Trump's Department of Justice has rushed to meet with Ghislaine Maxwell and Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer today.
Why?
In the Tallahassee prison, where Ghislaine Maxwell is serving a 20-year sentence. Now, this follows the House of Representatives Oversight Committee voting to issue a subpoena to take the deposition of Ghislaine Maxwell at that prison facility in Tallahassee, Florida, where Maxwell is serving a 20-year sentence for the sex trafficking conviction against her. Now, Pam Bondi and Todd Blanche are expected to be meeting with Ghislaine and Ghislaine's attorney. Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney has told the Wall Street Journal and CNN that this meeting will ultimately determine how Ghislaine Maxwell ends up participating in future depositions with the House of Representatives.
Why is Donald Trump rushing to meet with somebody who's already convicted? Because he wants to get them in the position so that if they go and testify in front of Congress, that they understand not to say certain things, right? Because he's obviously trying to give the most evil. This is an evil person. She's an evil person. She's been convicted. Why are we trying to pardon this woman? See, this is why you so-called Trump supporters, you so-called Christians, this is why I continue to call you out. You know this is evil. I've never seen somebody try to move heaven and earth so much like Donald Trump is currently trying to do. He just, for some reason, can't bring himself just say, hey, why don't we just release the files? Why don't we just release the files and get this all over with? Why can't he do it, MAGA? And you know why.
In my opinion, this means that Ghislaine Maxwell is waiting for Donald Trump's Department of Justice to offer her a deal, whether that's a pardon, a commutation, a retrial, or something else to her benefit. And that may impact what she remembers, what she doesn't remember, and how she participates in the deposition before the House of Representatives. So this meeting happened quick. And we've been following this every step of the way on the Midas Touch Network. If you go back to our reporting 2 weeks ago, this is exactly what we predicted was going to happen. And now you have the top officials at the Department of Justice meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell right now in Tallahassee, Florida, in the prison where she's incarcerated. One of Maxwell's lawyers, David Oscar Marcus, confirmed to CNN these discussions are taking place, and Ghislaine's lawyer said the following, quote, "We are grateful to President Trump for his commitment to uncovering the truth in this case. Maxwell has been seeking to have her conviction overturned, contending she didn't receive a fair trial." Caitlin Collins from CNN says the following. After the House of Representatives Oversight Chair James Comer subpoenaed Ghislaine Maxwell, her attorney, David Oscar Marcus, told CNN, quote, "As for the congressional subpoena, Miss Maxwell is taking this one step at a time. She looks forward to her meeting with the Department of Justice, and that discussion will help inform how she proceeds." Midas Touch Network editor-in-chief Ron Philip.
So why is this is the question? Why does Donald Trump, is he's sending his deputy attorney general to go talk to a convicted trafficker? What good can come out of this? Yeah, it's super obvious. And then we got some breaking news yesterday, and so you just got to be able to connect the dots. And I know, MAGA, because you only got 2 brain cells left, you don't understand why we all see what this is about. Yesterday, we're going to listen to what Lawrence O'Donnell had to say about new evidence, because the Wall Street Journal published some information about this 50th birthday party, right, that Jeffrey had, and Donald gave him a letter. And I've been getting a lot of messages, especially from these Trump supporters out there. They've been trying to say it's a fake, it's a fraud, the book isn't real, Donald Trump would never do anything like that. Well, I don't know, because it looks like we got new evidence about that book, all right? And now we get to understand why the Wall Street Journal, why J.D. Vance, they're in cahoots, right? And they said, we're going to go ahead and release this information.
Just minutes ago, right here on MSNBC, is that Jeffrey Epstein's birthday book that contains a letter that bears Donald Trump's name is in the possession of the Epstein estate in Florida, and the estate lawyers would respond to a subpoena.
Congress could issue a subpoena to their attorneys at Patterson or at Troutman, those are the 2 law firms. I know those attorneys. They would turn the book over immediately. Nobody would have to guess. There wouldn't need to be a lawsuit. There wouldn't have to wait to be discovery. You would immediately have the answers. You could flip to the page. Is there a letter? Is there not a letter? It's over.
Joining us now is Democratic
Hold on. Somebody, Blaze of Glory. It's funny that you had the ability to come on over here. I haven't seen you in a while. Come on up here, Blaze. I'll help you understand why what I'm saying isn't, as you like to put in my chat, propaganda. See, the problem is this, Blaze of Glory. You're admitting every time you come in here and you attack me, you know how I take it? I take it as you saying I support P3DOs. And this is how MAGA, think about this, Blaze of Glory. You're going to have to come at a certain point, and after 10 years of worshiping Donald Trump, after smelling his dirty, disgusting diaper, you're going to have to come to the conclusion that this man duped you, took all your money, chewed you up, spit you out, used you like a rag doll, and all the problems you have in life is because you thought you were smarter than the Democrats. All right, see, that's what I just did. W. Zeus, I just cooked him. He doesn't want to come up here because I'm not going to get into any of this stuff you all are trying to talk about. You know what they want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen? You know what these Trump supporters want to talk about? I'll give it to you. Listen, this is what they want to talk about, all right? Yesterday, Donald Trump's press secretary, you know who she is, she came out and they're trying so hard to trick the American people. And the only people that are getting tricked are MAGA. The only people getting tricked by this nonsense is MAGA. Listen to these lies.
Global AI dominance. Under President Trump's leadership, our country will lead the world in AI to secure a brighter future for all Americans, massively grow our economy, and protect our national security.
What?
The president will also sign 3 executive orders at the event this afternoon. On Friday morning, President Trump will travel to Scotland for a working visit that will include a bilateral meeting with Prime Minister Starmer to refine the historic U.S.-UK trade deal. On the topic of trade, yes.
I thought the deals were already locked and loaded. I mean, how many of these deals do we need to see him try to negotiate? He's not good at negotiating anything, MAGA. All right, you know why he can't negotiate the deal? It's because he has the Epstein curse. W. Zeus. It's the Epstein curse.
Yesterday, President Trump accomplished something no other has ever achieved. The president secured and announced 3 major trade deals with the Philippines, Indonesia, and Japan.
3 major trade deals. Is there a Trump supporter out there that can show me these deals? Please put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump, because I wouldn't even consider those countries to be major. At the end of the day, you got bigger countries, you know, China, right? The EU, Mexico, Canada, where those trade deals at? Can any of you Trump supporters find me those 3 deals Caroline just lied about? Did they go through Congress? Where did these deals come from? See, I don't like letting Caroline get me activated, but she's on her way to getting me activated, all right?
All in one day. President Trump is finally putting a stop to our country getting ripped off. As a result of the president's successful negotiating tactics, many foreign markets are now being opened to American industries for the very first time, and harmful trade barriers are being broken down. Thanks to President Trump, these countries around the world are agreeing to open their markets to American-made products and goods for the first time.
What country, MAGA, what country do you know of, and I'll just use Ford, General Motors, right? You use them. What country right now is now buying Fords and General Motor vehicles by the boatload right now? Because they said, you know what? We don't like these ones over here. We're going to use American cars to do that. What cell phone company is now let me ask this. What cell phone company is manufacturing phones in the United States of America right now, MAGA? What phone company is doing it? And where are the red hats, sweaty backs? You know, those are the Trump supporters that are doing the jobs. Where are they at? Please, I would love to get an intelligent Trump supporter. Listen, I just need 1 Trump supporter with 2 good brain cells and all their teeth in their mouth that can control themselves for at least 20 seconds to explain and give us all these answers. I want to know these 3 trade deals. All right. I want to see the details of it. And then I want you to also tell me what countries are buying American products hand over fist. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter and you can do that. All right. Other than that, please do not mention anything about a Democrat right now. I could care less about Democrat polling numbers. All right. I saw what Hunter Biden did the other day, and I said, Hunter Biden guys it. Hunter Biden is locked in. I'm not even worried about the Democrats right now because I understand we'll figure this thing out. But MAGA, I need you to actually try to use some intelligence for once in your life. All right. Because I don't get it. How are these people the least intelligent folks on the face of the earth, but they got so much to say? Ain't that the craziest thing? It's like you're... Never mind.
Which will lead to a boom in sales and profits for American businesses right here at home. As President Trump said, he will only lower tariff rates if a country agrees to open their market to American-made products.
Didn't she just say countries are opening their markets to American products? Now... she just got caught lying, MAGA. So if they're opening him and he's making all these deals hand over fist, he should be lowering the tariffs. But he's not lowering the tariffs because they're not opening their markets up. So once again, Caroline, we just caught you in another lie. How could you lie like that? That was less than 5 seconds, and she just got caught lying.
If not, they will continue to face tariffs and pay a steep price to do business in the United States of America, which remains the best market on the face of the planet.
If you are...
I get, and see, this is why I got to actually dial it back. You know, Kabir, you were talking yesterday about we need to kind of take a break from this stuff. This is kind of the reason why.
Officially marked 6 months here at the White House. He made big promises to the American people on the campaign trail last year, and he has unquestionably delivered on those promises in record time.
Wow, MAGA. He made big promises, and he has unquestionably delivered on them. I gotta ask, has anyone seen their utility bill get cut in half? Has anyone seen Donald Trump cut their utility? Because that was one of the biggest promises. Has anyone seen him? Nope. Any Trump supporters had their utility bills cut in half? Put a 1 in the chat. You don't need to come up here because I want to get through this because I'm getting angry right now. I tried to be peaceful. No, I don't see any no's. Okay, what about capping credit card interest at 10%? Did he ever deliver on that? No. Did he get our grocery bills to go down? No. W to the chat. Hell no. Somebody wrote hell no. What about our gas? How's the gas looking? Is gas out there really $1.96? Anybody seen gas for $1.96? Gas is up. So if gas is up, that means there's no drill, baby, drill, which means everything is up. So Caroline just got caught lying once again. I thought Donald Trump lied a lot, but now I'm starting to think, Caroline, you lied just as much as Donald Trump.
The president has defeated the Biden inflation crisis to make America affordable again. Core inflation is currently at its lowest level in 4 years, and prices for everyday goods are falling. The president's pro-growth policies have fueled massive job growth across our country.
Wow.
Since the president has taken office, our economy has added nearly 700,000 new jobs, with native-born American working for all job gains. The president has put the economic needs of families and of workers first. He signed the largest tax cuts for the middle class in American history.
Stop right there. Does anybody I was in a live yesterday, Kabir, thank you for taking me there. We went to Boom's live. He runs a great live in terms of just keeping it in order, but I can understand there's a lot of things happening in these people's minds right now where they're starting to slowly come to the reality that perhaps Donald Trump may have lied to them and manipulated them. Does anyone believe that Donald Trump passed the largest tax cut hike in American history? Does anyone believe that? Because what I gotta say to you Trump supporters that go around on TikTok and repeat that, who pays the tariff? Who pays the tariff, everyone? Let's go ahead and help them again. Who pays the tariff? Let's ask that question. Who pays the tariff? Who pays the tariff? We do. We the people. Mike Pence said it, and he's a Republican. He's not a Democrat. The tariffs are the largest peacetime tax increase on the American people in the United States history. Think about what that means, because I know those brain cells. You see the price of ground beef, it's up. Those brain cells, MAGA, that you have left, you've done a number on them. You've destroyed all the good ones. They're not helping you connect these dots. If I take away 5 over here, right? And then I add 10 on the other end, am I really saving you money? Think about it. What did I just do to your brain? I know I just scrambled it. I just scrambled their brains with that one. You looking over here at the 5 that got taken away, and you're not focused on the big 10 that just slapped you all across your face. W Zeus. You don't have a tax decrease when he's slapping you all across your face with these tariffs. You're the one paying the tariffs. You go look at your checking account. Is there a Trump supporter out there right now? Go show us your. Let's see your. Just see. Where's the my critics and detractors? Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom. I'd hate to use you as an example. Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom, are you here? Because this is an exercise. This is how you silence every Trump supporter. He's here. Do you have a screenshot of your bank account, Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom? Do you put a yes in the comment section? If you have a screenshot of your bank account, what I would like for you to do is just come up here, don't say a word, and show us that screenshot of what's in there. Where is he here? Is he here? Oh, that's private info. No, it's not. That's kingdom info. How many of y'all think Tiny Tank Top Tim Sean Turkey Neck? I forgot to add the Turkey Neck, brother Swear. How many of y'all think Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom should get in the box and show us what's in his bank account? Do you have it on you? Do you have it on you? He said that's private info. And I want to see the most recent. I want to see the 5 recent transactions. If you got a bank account, I don't know how you probably can't have one. So he doesn't want to come up here, just like I thought. So what I'll do is this, Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom, I'm just going to go ahead and send you straight to hell right now. You can't be broke talking to Big Zeus, talking like you got it. Don't be broke talking to Big Zeus like you got it when you don't, right? Hypocrite, ladies and gentlemen. Let's send him where he was. Let's send him back there straight to hell.
Silence, you matter, Damon.
W Zeus. Now I know y'all saying, Zeus, that's fair. That's not fair. Why would you pick on him like that? And it's not because I'm picking on him. I am trying to help him understand and make a point. All right. You don't got it. So quit letting Caroline make you feel like you got it. You don't got it, Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom. And none of you Trump supporters do. And anyone out here pretending like they do, just ask them, all right, bring me a screenshot and show me what's in there. All right. And I promise you, they won't do it. All right. And they'll probably use Photoshop because now they know I'm saying it. They'll go out and get a little screenshot and try to cover. I got this amount of money. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're broke.
Including no tax on tips, overtime, and Social Security. We have also seen the president unquestionably deliver on his promise to secure our southern border. He has ended Biden's illegal alien invasion, and for 2 months in a row, 0 illegal aliens were released into our country. The president has also, as you all know, initiated the largest mass deportation campaign in American history. The president has also restored law and order to make America safe again. Another campaign promise he vowed to the American public. The United States of America is currently on track for its lowest murder rate on record, following this shift from the last administration to the Trump administration. The president has also ended Joe Biden's reckless war on American energy. U.S. oil and natural gas production are now surging, and summer gas prices reached their lowest level since 2021.
No, they haven't. I looked into this. Actually, gas was cheaper in December of 2024 than it is today. And who was the president in December of 2024? Oh, I know. Joe Biden. W. Joe Biden. W to the Democrats. See, unlike you, MAGA, I can just tell when people are lying to me. When people are lying to me, there should be something going off in your brain where you go, that just doesn't sound right. And when it sounds like that, then you know what they say, if it sounds too good to be true, guess what? Then it probably is.
The president has also rebuilt our military, another campaign promise. He just signed the largest military investment in decades to modernize our armed forces with cutting-edge technology to replenish our stockpiles and provide American troops with the best equipment in the world. The U.S. Army, Navy, Air Force, and Space Force have all reached their recruitment goals months in advance. The president has restored America's standing on the world stage.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Because there's a new article, a new report that just came out. And they said, Pete Keg's breath. They said, it turns out he did leak classified information in that Signalgate. Signalgate? They're saying he did leak classified information. So all of this stuff about how we've gotten he's restored American stand. No, we are less safer because we have an incompetent administration. All right, Pete Kegg, he has serious personal problems he needs to work on. He is not in any position of leadership. He shouldn't be, because he can't lead our troops. No, he's a Fox News pundit. He doesn't know anything about military, right? And he's leaking classified information. And then, like I said earlier, we have a liar in chief, who we all now are starting to realize, you know what? He's not just a liar, but he's a certified P3DO, W Zeus, because he hung out with Jeffrey E. And even if you want to say, oh, well, he didn't do anything with Jeffrey, you have to ask yourself, he let him use his house. He let Jeffrey use his house. And you know what I say? You know what? That's just, even if you want to use that, that's just super nasty now, because now you're just greenlighting it. So no, W Zeus. I'm not gonna let up on that.
Have peace strength and brokered numerous peace agreements to end wars. Again, all of this in just 6 months. He obliterated Iran's new program to end the war between Israel and Iran, got NATO members.
He didn't obliterate their program. We all have been through this. Israel, they did a little bit of they researched it and they looked into it in their intelligence community. Israel said, we didn't obliterate their nuclear program. So this is just more lies, Mag. And you have to ask yourself, why do you start a press conference off just trying to brag about all of Donald Trump's accomplishments? That's not how you start a press conference off. You come out and there's an issue that you're trying to get out there. The issue shouldn't be he's been successful for the past 6 months, because if he was successful, he would be able to produce those deals that he said he negotiated, all right? And he wouldn't be hiding those files.
Raise their defense spending to 5% of GDP and secured a ceasefire between India and Pakistan, as well as brokering a historic agreement between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The president has already received 3 different Nobel Peace Prize nominations for his peacemaking efforts. Again, all of this progress, all of these...
He received 3 different Nobel Peace Prize. This guy obsessed. He's obsessed with Barack Obama. He want to be Obama so bad. I bet you Trump wants to wear a tan suit. I know Trump probably got a tan suit somewhere. Wish he could just walk out with it and have as much charisma and as much swag as President Obama. All right, now he wants 3. He's been nominated 3 times for a Nobel Peace Prize. Where's the peace? How are you going to nominate a certified PDF file for a Nobel Peace Prize? What a joke. He's turned the White House into a joke. This is sick stuff. This is some sick stuff.
Have occurred in just 6 months. We are truly just getting started, and we look forward to working with all of you for the next 3.5 years. On another matter, over the past few days, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard has unveiled shocking new evidence that former President Barack Obama and top aides in the Obama administration conspired to subvert President Trump's 2016 election victory and undermine the democratic will of the American people.
So, how did President Barack Obama do that, Caroline?
Publicly pretending to engage in a peaceful transfer of power. In private, former President Obama went to great and nefarious lengths to try to sow discord among the public and sabotage his successor, President Trump. The new evidence released by the Director of National Intelligence, who is here with me today, confirms that the Obama administration manufactured politicized intelligence, which was later used as the justification for baseless smears against President Trump in an effort to try to delegitimize his victory before he even took the oath of office. The truth is that President Trump never...
Wait a second. She's saying President Obama pretended to engage in a peaceful transfer of power? How do you do that? I gotta think about that. Because that means you gotta actually engage in a peaceful transfer of power. You have to do that, but it's all fake. That's kind of the way it works in my mind. And then you ask yourself, but wasn't he president? Wasn't he president after, was Donald Trump the president after Obama, ladies and gentlemen? I just got to double check this. Was Donald Trump the president after Obama? Am I tripping? Did I forget? Okay. So, because if you pretend to do the peaceful transfer of power, then you got to go to the next level. That means the person that you pretended with had to be a pretender as well, right? So this doesn't even make any sense.
Anything to do with Russia. And the Russia collusion hoax was a massive fraud perpetuated on the American people from the very beginning. And the worst part of this is Obama knew that truth. And so did all of the other corrupt officials involved in this scam, including former CIA Director John Brennan, former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper, former FBI Director James Comey, former Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, and many others. Director of National Intelligence Gabbard's report further confirms what we already